Shabbat Shalom. We are now in the third week of the reading of the Torah, the portion about Rachamim, mercy, preparation for the high holidays, especially in the month of Elul. That's the month that we have is a heavy month before Rosh Hashanah or Yom Teruah, and then Yom HaKippurim, or Yom Kippur, and Sukkot. This is the ending of the cycle of the year for us. And finally, we are getting to the point of graduation, if we can call it, one more year. You know, it's interesting that the schools are they are ready to start again a new cycle, and we are finishing the cycle, and we are going to graduate. And every year we graduate and we start again with the Simchat Torah, and we rejoice in the Torah. One thing that I would like for you at this portion, this parasha, Re'eh, is a very interesting emphasis that Moshe Rabbeinu is speaking to the people of Israel. And he is going to say, look, put attention, see what is going to happen. No? And he immediately, here we are going to see something very interesting. I was asked by one of my friends, where in the Torah mention about Bechirah of Shear? Where in the Torah mention about free will? And here you have it in a very interesting way. You know how he starts? It's in verse 26. Look, today I am offering you blessings and curse. What it means when they offer one or the other?
To choose.
Exactly. You have to choose. Let me ask you this question. Have all of us chosen? Have we chosen right? This is a good question to ask, no? Are we choosing right? Or are we choosing wrong? Then he continues saying this, you know, today I am offering you blessing and curse. A blessing is you obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I enjoin on you today. And a curse is you disobey the commandments of the Lord your God and leave the way which is today. I have marked it out for you. Following, and here is the key. Following other gods. They're going to continue about talking idolatry and not being faithful to the Creator. Many people have told me to me and said, Rabbi, I have only one God. And I say, are you sure? And they start kind of doubting even about themselves. Do you remember how many times I have asked you to read Psalms 139, verses 23 and 24? That is my everyday prayer. Search me, O God, and look within me and see, is there anything that's holding me back, or I am not doing right, or I am doing what is wrong? Show me. Why do I need to be shown? Because idolatry is a disease, and it's very subtle. It's like a virus that comes inside you little by little, without you don't even know it. You have got it. And one day the disease is so bad that you die without even realizing why. Right now we are living in a situation very difficult all over the world. Our example to us as Jews is always Israel. And we look at Israel as an example of other countries. Just this week and just recently, yesterday, Israel is being condemned by the world. Why? Because supposedly they have killed some Palestinians in Gaza. But in the news they don't tell you why Israel has attacked Gaza. The only thing they say, a mother with a baby and pregnant was killed. Oh, these Jews are terrible. That's what you hear in the news. But they don't tell you that without a reason, Hamas has been sending rockets to Israel. And Israel has said, stop, stop. And they keep doing it. And they do not care about their own people. Because if they care about their own people, they wouldn't do that. Because they have a religion that tells them that death is more important than life. Moshe Rabbeinu is teaching us that life is more important than death. And that is giving us the opportunity to choose life. We are now in a moment in which we need to stand up for what we believe. In this world today, it's not easy anymore. Because you need to be theological correct. You need to be sociological correct. You need to be political correct. And if you say the wrong words, you are immediately classified as a bigot, and everybody goes against you. In other words, you cannot any longer be free to talk. But choosing what is right has a price. And the question is, are we willing to pay that price for what is right? This is the situation that we are living today. And when Moshe Rabbeinu is warning us about choosing the gods of the places that where we go, you're going to be surprised how many of us, without realizing, like I said, like the Bible, that has did, yes, we do not realize. And what is our search for? What are we looking for in our lives? Some of us say, I want to be happy. You know? What I mean happiness to you? For some people to be happy is to be popular. For some people to be happy to have a lot of money. For some people to be happy is to have a lot of things. No? Material, whatever. But how you ask yourself, the happiness starts within you and in your relationship with the Creator. Something that we don't take too much time. Why? Because, believe me or not, today you see more society, especially the young people that are coming to society, are running away from what I call it the organized religion. Why they are running away? Because what they see is know what is happening. There is a cliff, there is a separation between what they say and what is reality. And they do not know how to face that. Most of the young people that talk sometimes are very idealistic. You know, and many times when we talk about issues in which you need to take a decision, they do not want to take a decision. Why? Because they're going to be judgmental. Or they're going to make something that other people don't like it. And you know what? I don't want to be disliked by the people. You see today what is society? Who do we follow? Do we follow the Creator? Or we follow men? And you're going to see the reality of why Moshe Rabbeinu is saying, when you arrive to this land, destroy everything that is there, and because what he's saying, in other words, it is, do not follow those things. Could be attractive, could call your attention, but at the end, they are very destructive. They are going to take you away from the truth. And many of us, we become very confused. Because we do not know what to follow or what to do. Because we would like that every moment in our lives, somebody tell us what to do, how to think, how to act. Like I do not have the capability to do what is right before what is wrong. Because I am losing my compass or direction about right and wrong. Because I have been bombarded for society in such a way that now they are telling me, do whatever you want to do, but it fit to you. And yet we read it in this portion. Do not do. In 11:28 is what he say. He say, the commandment, he say, no, 12:8, no? 12:8, not 20, 12:8. What he say? And you must not do what everybody else do. You know, you not do it as you think is fit. In other words, not because you are free. You have the right to do whatever you want to do. You need to obey the restrictions, the orders. Here in Canada, you have when you drive your car, you have rules, and if you break the rules, you get a punishment. And those rules were given for the sake of the welfare of everybody. You say, I can do whatever I want to do. But there are consequences. And this is why we have the Bechirach of Shear, the free will that we can choose. That's what the Creator has given to us, and this is the personal responsibility of each one of us. And then what do we do? Listen carefully. And sometimes we don't know, even that we say that we worship the true God, we have acquired a religion who take us to the wrong God. Even when we have a religion, not necessarily that means that we are worshiping the true God. What it means is that has accepted a God that has been formed by human beings, and I'm going to follow the directions of human beings instead to follow the revelation of the Creator. And this is a constant struggle for many of us. And we start asking ourselves, what is right and what is wrong? Is the Creator changing his mind? And here is one of the things that has been trying to communicate to you, and we have been studying all this time through the Torah. The Creator is not to put us literal things. He gives us principles of life. And what we need to apply are these principles of life in every day. And that's what I call it morality. You know, how many times I have been talking to you about this basic revelation of the Creator of the Ten Commandments. You in the Ten Commandments, you have everything. The rest is an application of those. And when the Creator wants something to separate his people, he's going to say, you don't do this and you don't do that. But it has a reason. Because separation is important to do a job. Can you imagine if you go to a hospital and you know who is a doctor, and who is a nurse, and who is an administrator? And you want to go to the administrator of the hospital and say, please do, doctor, do a surgery on me? And you want to keep clean the hospital, and you want to say the doctor, you need to clean the hospital. Each one has a role to fulfill. And no one role is more important than the other. But we humans, we divide it in that way. But another Creator. And when we are not happy with ourselves, we break the order, and we want to do whatever fit to us. And we become destructive. We are constantly struggling with those things because we have problems to accept, first of all, who we are. You know, each one of us is very, very important. Do you know that the Creator calls us that we are his children? In chapter 14, what did he say? Chapter 14, you are the children of God. We are the children of God. Being children of God is being very special. Let me ask you this question. In a family, all the children are the same? Each child has their own personality, their own way to do things, and has their own characteristics. But because they are, one is different than the other, they cease to be children. Then it is what makes us part of the family, that we are all together and we are responsible for each other. Moshe Rabbi is talking to Israel because they are going to occupy a territory. that is going to be given to them, and it say that until they don't make it themselves the territory, they cannot start living as a community. And there is an order. Not everybody is a priest. Not everybody is a Levite. Not everybody is a Yehudite. Not everybody is Shimonite. Each one has their own place and their own territory. What we can learn from that? Without being literalist. That each one of us has a function. And we have a reason to why we exist. But what happens when a Yehudite wants to be a Levite? You're going to see that there are consequences. We need to understand that each one of us is very important according to the way that our Creator has called us to be. Because each one of us, we have been chosen by Him. And He has given to us, each one of us, something important. You are no less or more than anybody else here. We are all totally equals. But what we have is different functions. You know, Rabbi Shaul, who spoke that beautiful thing, and you know, about the body. You know, all the parts of the body are important for the body. But as there are some parts, they are more important in certain areas than the others, depending the function. And even the parts that are less seen are more important than the ones that are more seen. What do you want? You want to be seen by everybody? You want to be special? Or you want to be in your function that the Creator has called you to be? In this portion, the Creator talks about idolatry in a way that you have acquired something from outside and it's taking you in the wrong way. I say to you, all of us, we need to check what kind of idolatry do I have. In other opportunities, I told you, sometimes it's your self-image, sometimes it's your family, sometimes it's whatever, you know, whatever you want. You have your idols, sometimes externals that you have chosen, or another person instead to be the Creator. For example, for a mother, what is the greatest love of a mother to the children cannot be compared. And to the point that in the Tanakh, the Creator is compared with the love of the mother with the children. That is a great love. But one thing is being a mother to take care of the children. Another thing is to make the children their idols. You understand that? And we need to be very careful. Who have you idealized? Who has become a stumbling block to have a relationship with the Creator? This is what at the beginning, Moshe Rabbeinu is very hard to Israel and saying, please don't fall in the trap of other nations. That they make, and you are going to make God the God that you have not known. But you acquire. You need to be careful that don't acquire those gods. Go back always to the Creator. In this portion has about other areas that he's going to talk in general terms. You know, he's going to talk about for example, he's going to talk about the clean and unclean animals, what you can eat when those things. And this is an issue today that is very difficult to understand sometimes. Some people, it's so clear, so direct. But what you need to understand is why the Creator gave those things to the people of Israel. And there is a very controversial stance here. In chapter 14, okay, verse 21, chapter 14, verse 21. You must not eat any animal that has died a natural death. What do you say after that? You may give it to the resident foreigner to eat, or sell it to the foreigner, or you are a people consecrated to the Lord your God. Sounds ugly, no? First of all, for those ones that they talk about kashrut, that is better for your health, forget about that. Because what are God going to give it something to the foreigner to die? You see, the point here is that when we become punctiliar instead to be open-minded and to see the principle and the message that's behind this. Why he's separating? Because what he's saying is, I have consecrated you, I have separated you for something special, and you need to be different to the others. That's what he's saying. At that time, there was a way to differentiate these people with other people. How you differentiate today from other people? The way that you dress? Some people do that. But what is the Creator will say to you to differentiate the others? The basic, the beginning. Today I give you blessings and curses. Choose blessings. It's not the food that you eat. It's why do you eat it, and the intention that you have to eat. Certain people like rules and regulations in everything. And what the Creator is asking us, are you now an adult? Make your decision. How many of us, still being adults, we act like teenagers or children? That my parents, they need to make the decision for me. How many times I have told you, have come to me and say, Rabbi, I can do this, Rabbi, I can do that, Rabbi. You know, what is always my answer? What do you think? Who is the one that needs to be responsible? The Rabbi or myself? And that's what I call passing the buck. And this is how the way that have been developed other religions. You know, it's very easy to put my faults on somebody else instead to deal with myself. It's very easy to blame others than to look at me. here is going to talk about, immediately going to talk about giving. And this is a no thing that we don't like to talk about, giving. Because what the Creator is telling you is that if you live for yourself, you are always going to be tight. And your God is going to become your possessions. And what you need to do is to have an open hand. Because when God bless you, it's for you to bless others. But for many of us, is when God bless me, is to keep it for myself. And he talked here about the poor and the needy and the good things. To keep the divide, to keep those ones that are giving their lives to you, to serve you. It is not a self-service, but it is I am giving to give. You know, the Jewish community is very well known about helping each other, the free loan, and all the things that the Creator taught us to help each other. But always to take care of the poor, to take care of the foreigner, to take care of the widow, to take care of those when they cannot take care of themselves. It's not thinking about ourselves. Because more you think about yourself, less you want to have, even if you have too much. Many people say to me, but Rabbi, what about those ones who are blessed and they're millionaires and they have a lot? I want to tell you something. Until you don't know their real life, don't say that they are blessed. Sometimes many of them have been cursed. Because having doesn't mean that you're blessed. You know, in Mishlei, they're asking this question in Proverbs. Who is a rich man? The one that is happy with what he has. And the question here then comes at the ended this parasha with the three, what we call it, the festival, the Modein Regalim, the three festivals of pilgrims. Pesach, Shavuot, and Sukkot. And my way to see it is that the Creator gave us this festival to keep going instead to be stagnating, to keep growing, to be fluid. We're going through times that are difficult all over, and we know that. You know, but your responsibility is my responsibility because we are all together as a community. And my desire has always been that you follow the Creator, that you have a relationship with the Creator. I'm always say to you, do not follow men, follow God. There are men that they have wonderful things to teach you, but at any time that any man deviate you from the Word of God, follow God. What God wants is that you give. And yes, it's more blessed to give than to receive. Yes. But what can you give if you don't have it? And many times we think that we don't have it because we are so tight that we cannot give. I'm going back again. Choose your blessings and your curses. What are you tied to? What is the thing that's holding you back? What is the things that you don't think you can get out of there? Let me finish with this. When the Creator said blessings and curses, sometimes we go through difficult times. Some of us, we have gone through health difficulties. Some of us, we have gone through financial difficulties. Even some of us, we have gone through with legal situation difficulties. With some of us, we have gone through relationship difficulties. But I want to tell you one thing. Here's the secret. There's no secret, but it's the truth. No? When you go through those situations and you put the Creator first, you come out better than ever. Because that experience is going to build you up to be stronger. If you were very mild, He's going to make you very strong. If you were very stuck up, He's going to make you very meek. If you are that you don't care about anybody, you start caring about others. Because you start appreciating what He has given to you and what you have around you. That is why the Creator said to you, choose between blessings and curses. Choose blessings that give you life. You choose curses, you're going to self-destruction. Shabbat shalom.